it is like being in a playground. You're jumping off shit, you're swinging around stuff. But as I gain more experience, I found that if you refine your movement, again, yeah, it becomes a meditative state. I think for a lot of people, when they enter a climbing gym, that is what they're seeking. Didn't really like fit in too well with the crowd. Just stopped going and I just started climbing by myself. Brought some friends along sometimes, like once or twice, but it was mainly just me on my own, but also chatting with some of the locals at the local climbing gym. It's just like really good for me mentally, like definitely. Like lockdown was very, very peak. Like my grandma died, my aunt died. All this shit was going on, but during that whole period, climbing that's the thing that kind of kept me sane. Craggy Island, that was my local one. And I went there, used to go there all the time. I just loved the people there. The staff there was so nice. Community as well. They gave me a job, gave me like income, but also just to have people there outside of all the family shit that happens is so helpful. Throughout that time, I really did become like part of the climbing community. I used to hold like events at Craggy, used to teach a lot of the local like children from like special education children, and that's where I really became interested in teaching. With this session that I'm running every Thursdays here, I wanted it to be more about to get people into climbing, but solely focused on having fun, like as a group, but also like as an individual. That's why I always say at the beginning that it's an hour and a half session, but you can drop in whenever you want. If it looks like there's something that we're doing is fun and you want to join in. You don't have to commit to the full session, and that's usually, I think that has what has made Boulderama grow so much, because people realise it's not a serious thing. I don't want it to be a serious thing. It's completely up to you how much you put into it. There's no expectation. A lot of people say, "Oh, everyone was so nice." Like if it's your first time going in, without a doubt, you're going to chat to some randomer sitting on the mats next to you, and they'll be a really nice person. So it's a lot about leaving behind your ego at the door and then entering into this space where you can just be yourself. You don't think about anything. There's no expectations of you. If you compare it to other sports like football, or rugby, or athletics, there's a certain ideal physique or image you have in your head. Like climbing, there is absolutely no perfect image. Anyone can climb. Like I've taught so many different people, different ages, from different parts of the world, people with injuries, people with special educational needs, and I found that everyone has the capacity to climb and solve problems, and it's not just a physical game, it's a mental game. So you get satisfaction from multiple dimensions. Everybody is built in a different way, and so everyone has their advantages but also their disadvantages, and that's why Boulderama is a social. You'll see that everyone is very, very different physically, and that's what makes it so exciting, because everyone will do a certain movement very, very differently, and being able to have a session which allows people to exploit their differences is satisfying. It's satisfying for me, but also satisfying for them.